We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Okay, so in last lecture, right, we have discussed which exercise? Who will say? I think it is 46, 45 and 46, right? And 47 that we have already done in Friday. 45 and 46 that we have done on Saturday. Now see the exercise number 48 that is related to the database that I have already given you as homework in practical. Total these 5 exercise, 17 I have already implemented at classroom, and then all these exercise that I have given you as an practical homework, right, that you can create by seeing the code of that thing 17, and we have done a few more examples related to the database. So see exercise number 48 that I am omitting right here. Always remember, right, all the database related exercise are important in practical. From 3 question, 1 question is most probably is SQLite or the database related question. So be sure you have done this thing. If you have any doubt in those exercise, please ask, right, so that can be performed. So from 3 question, 1 question is completed by you. Okay, now just see the next exercise, that is exercise number 49. Now if you read exercise number 49, then you should remember some other exercise. Are you able to identify this exercise, exercise number 49? Hello, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ઓકે, તો કોણ કહેશે કઈ એક્સરસાઇઝ છે જે આપણે ઓલરેડી પરફોર્મ કરી ચૂક્યા છે? એક્સરસાઇઝ નંબર 49. જસ્સી ક્રિએટ એપ્લિકેશન. હા, હેલો,
કોન્ટેક્ટ બુક સર.
હા એક્ઝેક્ટલી કોન્ટેક્ટ બુક ની જે એક્સરસાઇઝ છે ને સેમ એ જ છે. જો એડ કોન્ટેક્ટ અને ડિસ્પ્લે કોન્ટેક્ટ, તો એ આપણે ઓલરેડી કરેલી છે. એ લોકોએ ખાલી 2 વખત એનું રિપીટેશન કરી નાખ્યું. નિરાતે તમે 2 વાંચજો એટલે તમને ખ્યાલ આવશે કે આ એક્ઝેક્ટલી એ જ એક્સરસાઇઝ છે. ક્યાં ગયું? હા, એક્સરસાઇઝ નંબર 40. Just right, create an application that design the layout of the contact label and the phone number, and when user click it, store it in your contact content provider. So add contact is that, right, and just see that should be display. So that display is there, and when you click on any number, that should launch the dialer application. So all 3 tasks we have done. આમાં એને ખાલી 2 જ પૂછ્યા છે કે એડ કોન્ટેક્ટ અને લિસ્ટ. just see that exercise number this one, add contact and display, right, only 2 things. So we have already done this particular exercise, so I am again not doing exercise number 49 again here. So let's move to exercise number 50. Now today we will do 2 exercise, exercise number 50 and 51. Both are most important exercise, and 2 to 3 times is already asked in a practical examination. Of course, that does not have any SQLite database, but both have the dialogues and a number of UI control that you need to process. Okay, so it's too important and too simple. Just you need to concentrate on some dialogue like the date picker is there, or the alert dialog box is there, or how to process edit text, checkbox, radio button. All these things are there. So you need to concentrate on this thing. Okay, so let's start exercise number 50 here. What it tried to say, let's read it. So create an application that design a layout of student registration form. So we need to create student registration form here, and the layout should contain field like first name, last name, phone number, date of birth. Here in a date of birth, just see they are saying that use date control. So what we need to do, we need to utilize our date picker dialog box here, right? So when you click on any button, it will open date picker dialog box, and from where whatever the date you select, that should be entered automatically in edit text. So that need to be done. Then next thing is we need to represent gender, male and female, with the radio button. So first we need to create a radio group of gender. Within that we have two radio buttons, one for the male and another for the female. Okay, next one, that is the hobbies, where we need to use the check boxes. Here they have used the plurals, right? Check boxes for the hobbies, so you can add two or more checkbox. They have not mentioned that how many checkbox you need to place, but they utilize the plurals right here. So at least two checkbox we need to add on that layout, right? And the last one, one button is required, register button. So when you click on that, all detail is saved somewhere. Here they have not asked for the database, but always remember, right, in practical exams they may ask this thing, that store this information in database too, right? So you can create this example in two versions. First version, that whatever given in GTU exercise, that means exercise number 15, and the next version that you can create, that store this detail into database. Okay, so that two version that you can prepare at your home, that you need to do, right? So that are your homework. Now just see, on clicking on register, an alert dialog box should be appear with message, do you want to register, because we are creating a registration form. So alert box is also asked, right? So alert dialog box, you need to know that how we can create it, and with two buttons, yes and no. If you click, then new layout should appear, and all entered details should be display and calculate age. Just see, calculate age in years only. So in a date picker, whatever the date of birth you select, that should be differentiate from the current date, and you need to find the total number of years. Right? You need to just put the condition on number of years. It does not need to find out total number of months or day. Only condition need to be placed on years. They have strictly mentioned that condition, right? And display it into the next one. If no is clicked, then alert dialog box should disappear. So this is the exercise that we need to perform. So if you see this particular exercise, this exercise cover almost 50 to 60% portion of your Android. All simple things are there, but they have included too many UI controls. Dialogues are there, calculation of age are there, intents are there, so validations are there, right? Almost complete package they have created. And if they add one more statement, that create a table of student registration and save all this detail into database, then almost 80% syllabus, Android syllabus, that it will include, because you need to do CRUD operation on database too, right? So it's really beautiful exercise that they have designed. So let's start working on it. Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
સમજાય છે ને હું જે એક્સપ્લેન કરું છે? Okay, now let's perform that exercise. Okay, you just see that I have already opened that exercise number 15 right here, and today I have opened the emulator because in last lecture we are facing problem with Wiser. Actually there that free time is over. Now they have put some restriction and our screen is look blurred. So now onwards I will execute my code on emulator. So are you able to see emulator on your screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
first execute this exercise and I will just show you the demonstration of it. Then I will explain code one by one. So now on your screen, or you can say on emulator, you can see the student registration form where first name is there. So let's add first name, then last name. Okay. Then we need to add mobile number. Okay, and just see here date of birth that we need to add. For that I have created one button here which have the calendar icon. So when I click on that, date picker dialog box is open. Now just see I need to change say okay. Oh my god, infinite scrolling is going on, right? Let's say it's 65, right? And why I click on OK. So one date is selected here, that is for date is 4, a month is 5, and 1965, that is the year that we have selected. Okay. Now you can update this thing male and female. I have put the radio group over there, so you can select only one thing. Okay. So I have just selected male, and now just see that hobbies. I have 2 checkbox on my form. So from these 2, I need to select one. So I select both. Okay, and I click on register. Just see that they are asking for do you want to register or not. Okay, I want to register it. So it will show the next screen. Just see first name, last name is there, phone number, date of birth is there, and just see that age 65 that we have added, right? So from the current year they have minus that selected year, that is 65 from 2020, 1965 that have minus, and it calculate the age, gender is there, and the as many option that what you have selected, that is display right here. So that thing we need to perform. Now just see again we are clicking on that. If you click on no, then it will not display the next screen. Okay, so in this particular way you can work. Now just see right here, because we have already passed that data first time, that should be removed, right? So some string concatenation problem is there that we will fix runtime. Okay, so this is the thing that what we need to discuss. Okay, so in manifest file we need to register all activities. So we have 2 activity, main activity that by default register when you create new project, and just see the screen 2 that we are displaying information by calculating the age and all other student information that we are displaying here. So that activity we have registered. Okay, then let's see the UI side. So just see, I have used one a shape drawable that is date picker, a vector object that I have used from our this thing Android Studio vector asset, right? From here I have selected a specific shape. So if you need to select it, just click on clip art, and from here you can select anything, right? Any dialog that is required for here. So I have used calendar. Just see, it's a date or calendar. Yes, just see, right? So I have just picked this thing, today dialog, uh, that icon, right? That is available here in the form of that. So that is required, that we will use in our image button. So when you click on that, our date picker will open. So that need to be placed in our drawable. So you are able to add it by just do the right click on drawable, go in new, go into the vector, from where you can select the clip art option and select the clip art. So they allow you to select that particular icon, or you can select it. When you click on OK, you are able to change the color. Right here you can pick any color that will be updated, and when you click on next, it will add it over there. But right now I don't want it, so I just click on cancel. Okay, so this is the thing. Now the UI, a main student admission form, right? Sorry, registration form that we need to design. So that we have designed using our constraint layout. Let's first see the UI. uh, So if you see, I have edit text here. You should not the component tree, where all the component type that is displayed. So just see that EDI first name, that is the plain text. Again, just see EDI last name is there, phone number is there. This is the type of phone. Then date of birth. Again, we utilize the date type. Then the image button is there. Okay, then we have added the radio group. Here we have added two radio button, that is RD, or RDO means what? Radio, right? And for the radio group we have just keep it the same name as radio group. Okay, then male and female to radio group that we have added, and two checkbox that we have added right here, that is for the indoor games and the outdoor games. And just see finally, a register button is there. When you click on register, that will display all the sorry, first it will show the alert dialog box, and from where you need to select yes or no. When you click on yes, it will go into the next screen and will display all information. Now few labels that we have placed in the you by the help of text view, right? All these text view component that we have placed to identify the edit text, right? First name, last name, mobile number, date of birth, gender, and hobbies, right? So it will just identify your screen elements in a very proper way. So this is the UI that we are utilizing here, a very clean and simple UI that we are utilizing right here. Okay, so that is the screen number 1, or you can say activity main. Okay, now let's jump to the next screen, that is activity screen 2. Okay, right here we required only a one text view, because where we want to display the information. So I have just placed one text view over there, nothing else. Just see in a constraint layout, LBL text view we have placed. So we will display all data that we get from our intent. Now let's go in code. In main activity, okay, just give me a minute to drink water. This example is too important, right? Please perform this example today, so it will just clear your 50% practical exam. Okay, now see here in main activity, we create three properties. One is the calendar, that is the date, calendar type object, that is the date, and we have imported calendar from the util package. You have already worked with calendar in your Java lectures, right? Now just see that edit text that we have, that we are referring, because we need to do the date calculation and we have keep it separate, so we have just keep it global. Another thing, that is the year. uh, this year we have keep it global. Why? Because on a date picker, whatever the year is selected, we would like to initialize that particular thing or that year into this variable. So these three properties we have defined it here uh, as at the activity level variable, or you can say the global properties, so or the class level variable, so you can access this thing in any method of this particular class. Okay, now in main activity, just see our routine thing that we are doing, that is the set content layout. Our main activity we are initializing, and then we need to refer all control. So right here, a first component that we are referring, that is EDI date of birth, right? So just see, this is the EDI date of birth, that is the edit text. Just see the UI, then you can get the idea that what I am trying to say. We have two controls. One is the EDI date of birth, and one more, that is the image button that we will utilize to pick the date of birth from that picker. So when we click on this button, then date picker will open and we will store our that current date of birth into that edit text. So we are referring this thing, and then we will refer this button, and then we set the listeners to it. Now just see. First, that we are referring the EDI that edit text. Another one, that is the image button that we are referring. Then just see button dot set on click listener. So that is the image button of our date picker, right? When you set the listener, it always provide you on click method. And just see right here, we have defined one user defined method, that is show date picker. So we need to go over there to discuss that, where the definition of this thing is given, right? So just go over there, so date picker. Okay, so let's go over there. This is the user defined method that we have defined to show one dialog box that will pick the date. We have already utilized date picker in alarm example, where we have used date picker as well as the time picker. On which date and time that you select, that alarm will set. Okay, so that we have already done, so it is not new to you, as well as we have discussed this all dialogues of Android in theory portions too. Okay, so let's see that how we can create the date picker here. In this method, we have created two variables. One is the calendar object, that is the current date. How we can get the current date? So with the help of calendar dot get instance, so it will return the current instance of calendar that represent the current date and time. So we just keep it final, because we do not want to modify it, that current base date of the application that we are retrying. So to find out the age, we required current date as well as date of birth. So first thing that we have already done, okay, the current date that we have retrieved. Now we are again creating a new instance of date here that we have globally created. If you see above, just see, this is the calendar instance that we have created right here. Okay, so that we are performing. Now that data we will update with the help of date picker. Now just see a calendar dot get instance. So again it will give you the current date. Same here, it is also give the current date. Here it is also give the current date. Okay. Now just see here we are creating the anonymous reference of date picker dialog. Anonymous reference of date picker dialog that we are creating here. Okay, where you need to pass three parameter. In fact, that is one is the current context, another one the object of listener, and then the date. That date contains three parameter: year, month, and that particular date, right? So if you calculate total number of 5 parameter we need to pass. Current context, second thing, this is the current context that we are utilizing, activity dot this. This is the second parameter where we pass the reference of listener. This is the third parameter where we retrieve the year from calendar. So just see the current date dot get calendar dot year. So current year, that is automatically selected. If you see when you click on here, this date, right, this is the current date is by default selected. This is why, because we have set those parameters right here. Now consider that if we do something like that and then execute it, let's see what happens. Just see here. Okay, so whatever the initial value that you want to set to your date picker, that we need to pass here. So a current date that we wish to set here, so that's why current date dot get calendar dot year. Then again we will do the same thing, current date dot get. This time we will get the month, and then another one, that is the date. Okay, so these three parameters, that what you set, that is going to be initialized to your date control, right? This will be updated to this. Again, I am just modified this thing. If you see right now on your application, that will be again updated. Just okay. So these are the three parameters. This is the current context. That 4 is clear. Now how to set this listener, right? So that anonymous reference of on date set listener that we are creating here. So date picker dialog dot on date set listener, right? That anonymous reference of this particular interface that we are creating here. So we need to override one method, that is on date set. When you change the date, when you update year, month, or date, this on date set method will invoke. So in that particular thing, it will provide us 4 parameters. Just see first one, that is the view of date picker. Another one, year, integer year, integer month of year, and just see that day of month, that is actually date. Now here one thing you need to note, that month start from 0, January, and that represent 0, and December, that is 11. So in a for the numerical calculation, or the to represent this thing in date, we are just adding +1. So if January is there, then 0 plus 1, it become 1. That is the actual one, right? So that we are doing. This is the case of month only. It is not there with the day of month or the year. Okay, so here whatever the date that is selected by user, that we need to update to our date of birth, right? So that date object that we have created. Now here be sure, right, your date should be in a small letter, because when you keep it capital one, it represents the class, right? So be sure that should be in a small letter, or just keep that name something else like DOB, date of birth, right? Or anything, date 1, date 2, whatever you want to select. Okay, so that date initially it is current date is set. Now we are updating this date to the whatever the date is selected by user. So just see date dot set, and here three parameter we are passing. That three parameter are that what we get from method, that is year, month of year, and day of month. That means when user update any date, like say that I am updating year, then say if I update the that month and that date, okay, so something different that I have set, and when I click on OK, this on date set, that will be called. So when that thing is called, that date variable will be modified. Now next thing, that date should be displayed in our edit text. Just see here you can find that particular date. So to do so, what we are doing, we are updating our date object that we have keep the class level variable. Just see right here why we have keep this thing at class level, that you can now understand that all these three things that we are using in this particular method. Okay, so let's see that method again. So we have set date. Now we are updating the text of edit text here. Just see we do the string concatenation, date of month, day of month, then we add the slash for the Indian format, then we are displaying the month of year by adding 1, because month of year that start from 0 to 11, and then we are adding year, so it will just display date in British format, DDMMY1. And now for the calculation of age, I have created a age variable separately, right? So in YYY, I am storing our selected year. So now you can consider this the YYY, that is the year of birth that we are selecting separately. So this is the method of show date picker. Okay. Now again we need to go in on click method, from where we have just invoked this dialog. Okay, that is the show date picker. Now remaining coding that I will explain after the attendance. So I just request you just type Jai Hind in your chat box. So meanwhile I just drink water. For attendance purpose, please write Jai Hind in your chat box. And if you have doubt till now, you can ask. Uh, do you have any doubt till now? Hello.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir. No,
And
sir.
please perform this exercise today itself in two version. Version 1, that what I am explaining right now, that means without database connection, and the version 2, that you should perform this exercise with database connection. That means when you click on register, that record should be saved in database. On next screen, that record come from database, right? So it will give you the better practice to work with database. Okay. Hello.
Okay, yes, sir.
આમાંથી કેટલા
Okay,
લોકો
sir.
પરફોર્મ કરે છે બધી જ એક્સરસાઇઝ કે નથી કરતા? પ્લીઝ પરફોર્મ કરજો, કારણ કે મારા સાઈડની ડ્યુટી તો હું પરફોર્મ કરું છું, પણ જો તમે એને પરફોર્મ નહીં કરો ઘરે તો પછી આમાંથી કંઈ નહીં સમજાય. અને આ એક્સરસાઇઝ જે આજે આપણે કરીએ છીએ એ એક્સરસાઇઝ એવી છે કે એન્ડ્રોઈડનું કમ્પ્લીટ પેકેજ એની અંદર આવી જશે. એટલે આજની એક્સરસાઇઝ કરો, એમાં કોઈ બી ડાઉટ હોય તમે મને પહેલા પૂછો. બરાબર?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
ઓકે. Okay, now let's back to our definition. I think today we can complete only one exercise. Okay, just see that we have just seen that when you call that show dat picker, that dat picker dialog box will open. Now another thing, that once you have selected that, we click on register. So just see it shows the error right here because we have not added the name of that particular student. Okay, so let's again we are doing the entry here, name, last name. Okay, and I have just placed the validations over there everywhere. So you need to put all this detail. Okay, then I click over there and just see indoor. Now when you click on register, so yeah, where we are clicking on register. So what to do when you click on register, that we need to discuss right here. Okay, now it will open this alert dialog box, and when we click on yes, that second screen will display. Okay, so that we need to fix. Okay, in this particular case two things are added. Okay, so that we need to fix. Okay, fine. Now see, when we click on this button register, first we need to refer that button. So find view by id, that we are doing it. Then btn register, set on click listener, right, that we are doing. Now just see all edit text checkbox that we need to refer first. So we are just doing it using find view by id. We have created the object of the first name, last name, and the phone number and the date of birth, right? All these are the edit text. Then that is RDO mail, that is radio button, and just see that two checkbox are there, that is indoor games and the outdoor games, right? Two checkbox that we have created. Now all objects are created. Now we can refer this thing. Just see, this is the if condition where we are just checking if that edit text is empty, we will set error, that is edi first name dot set error. You can write that enter first name or just see the enter value. I have used this common thing because I can do the copy paste, right? That's why I have utilized the same statement. But when you are performing the same exercise in GTU, you should write enter first name. Okay, some meaningful errors should be shown. So in the case of that last name, we are just giving the error. If it is empty, enter value, we are just checking for the phone number, then just see for the date of birth, right? And finally, right here, if everything is fine, right? And if you see that UI by default in radio button, one option male is already selected. So we are not checking for the gender and the hobbies, that are the optional thing, right? So we have not place the validations right here, right? So we are just checking on all these items. Okay. Now in a else, what we are doing right here, that is we need to create a first alert dialog box. Remember that alert dialog box we have already practiced when we see the CRUD operation. To do the confirmation of delete, we have created alert dialog box. So this is not a new thing. We have already practiced alert dialog box in our lab sessions when we are at college, right? So that we have already done. So let's just revise it. To create alert dialog box, we need to create the object of alert dialog dot builder. Alert dialog dot builder. So I have just created ADB. That's a full form is alert dialog builder. Equal to new alert dialog builder, and you need to pass the current context. So main activity dot this that we are passing over. Then we set the title of that alert dialog box. If you see that alert dialog box here, then you just see that registration, that's a title. So that we are setting with this property adb dot set title, and that we have set. Another one that is the message of alert box. So adb dot set message that we have said, that is do you want to register? So that message that is again is you can see on your screen. Now we are setting two buttons, a positive and negative button. Just see ADB set positive button. When you set positive button, it just come at the right hand side, and the negative button that come on the left hand side. If you set a button, that will come in between of that negative and positive. It doesn't mean that in a positive button you can just do the positive task only, and in negative button you can do only negative task. Whatever the task you perform, according to it, it will behave, right? But as per the naming convention, we should always do the task relative to that. Like say that in positive button, we are just cancelling our dialog box. That's a logically wrong thing, right? So in a positive button, you should consider some positive input, and in a negative button, we should consider as the negative or denial reply that is sent by our user. Okay. Now just see first positive button we are setting with the help of set positive button, where we need to pass two parameters. One is the text that is going to be displayed on that button. So yes, that you can see here. And the second parameter that we need to pass the reference of on click listener, but that is the from dialog interface, not the view interface. If you see right here on click that we are defining, that is the view interface. Just see, we have used the view dot on click listener, but in alert dialog box that should come from our dialog interface. So dialog interface dot on click that we are utilizing right here. Same way it will provide the on click method. Here in on click method, we are just preparing one string that we can pass for the second screen where we want to display the information. So just see that initially we just initialize it as a blank string, and then we do the string concatenation with the help of plus equal to operator, right? When you use plus with string, it will behave like this string concatenation. Each string that we are starting with this lesson, so you can get the next line operator over there. So each string will go in next line. So in first name we are retrieving data from EDI first name dot get text. Same way last name that we are retrieving from text box, phone number that we are retrieving, and date of birth that we are retrieving. So all these four details that we directly retrieve from edit text. Now for the purpose of age, we need to find out age. So what we are doing right here, first we take the year here. Okay, how we can get the year here? So calendar dot get instance dot get calendar dot year. So it will just return specific year, that is the current year in this integer. Okay, now we need to find out the age. So what we will do, from current year, that is the 2020, and the date of birth year, that we need to minus. So it will return the age in years, right? So that we are just doing the concatenation. They have just mentioned that we need to find out the age only. So that's why age only on years, right? So that's why we are doing this thing. Otherwise we need to utilize the date difference function, but it is clearly mentioned in our definition that we need to utilize only age. Okay, so that's why we are use this particular thing. Now for gender, we are just checking that radio male. Now as you all know, from group we can select only one radio button. So I'm not putting condition on radio group, because when I refer the radio group, what I need to do, from that radio group I need to find out the selected radio button, and then I will check, okay, that is true or false. So I just directly put this condition on my one radio button, because I have only two radio button. If one radio button from the group is true, so other, of course, it is false, right? So I check radio male is checked. If it is checked, then gender is male. Else, if it is false, then gender is female, that we are setting. Okay. Now for the this thing, checkbox. Now just see, this is the problem that what we are facing, right? For the here we need to change that checkbox name. Here just see, if checkbox indoor games is checked, then we need to add indoor. And just I have done the copy paste and done the mistake here. So what I need to do, outdoor games, right? So when you put this thing, if outdoor is checked, then and only then this will be updated. Okay, so that string we have concatenated, and just see all these things that we are writing in where, in positive button of alert dialog box, just not this thing, right? In a positive button of that alert dialog box we are writing all these things. Now here just see, we have created one intent object, intent I equal to new intent and current context and screen2 dot class that we have defined. So we need to move from this class, that means from the current class to the screen2. So current context and that class 2 that we have defined. Now one more thing, that we need to pass all this detail into next screen, right? So we are creating one message string or the key right here. That string we have built here by getting all information into a one string. Okay, so string message that we have prepared, and we are passing this into next screen. So just see, I dot put extra, we have created message and we just store this thing, and finally we start that activity, so it will go into the next one. So that is the yes button or the positive button that we have defined. And in the negative button, for the negative button, what we will do, we have initialized no, and the second reference, that is the dialog interface for the on click, where we do not want to do anything. When you click on that, we can do one thing, that the dismiss that dialog box, but when you click on no, it will automatically disappear. Just see here, when you click on no, it will automatically disappear, so we doesn't need to do anything special over there. But if you want to write, you can write that self dot dismiss, right? So it will be dismissed. Finally, we utilize the alert dialog box object dot show, so it will actually show the dialog. So this is the way that how you can utilize it. that particular thing. Okay, alert dialog box, right? So we are here. So when you click on yes, intent will move you on next screen. So let's see the coding of next screen. Here what we are doing, we are creating the object of intent with the help of get intent. We are not creating new intent object, but we are referring that what the data or the whatever the intent that is passed by the previous activity. So intent I equal to get intent. Now we have passed one string, that is message. So that we need to retrieve right here. So just see string message equal to I, that is the object of intent, dot get string extra, that message we are retrieving here, and then we just update that thing into our level, that is the object of text view available on screen 2, this one. Okay, so that we are updating. So that's all with our exercise in 50, exercise number 50. We will do exercise number 51 in next lecture tomorrow. Okay, do you have any doubt in this particular exercise? If you have any doubt, you can ask.
No, sir.
It's simple. uh, okay, this is the simple exercise, but two dialog box. You need to concentrate on two dialog box and almost essential UI that we are using, right? That is edit text, then the buttons are there, labels are there, radio buttons are there, checkbox are there. So it's a complete package where you can learn Android. So I just request you to perform this exercise. Again, I am repeating it in two version, one with the that normal way without SQLite, and another one that use this thing with SQLite. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.